Traders, how are you? Marcello here, founder of the Day Trading Academy. I'm here with Marvin, and today we're doing an interview with the first trader that not applied, but withdrew money from the accounts that we're funding at SpeedUp Trader. So Marvin, first thing I asked everybody on social media to kind of give me questions to ask you. So if I look down, don't worry, just go ahead and keep talking. But why don't you introduce yourself to everybody, who you are, where you're from, why you wanted to do trading. Go ahead and give them that intro while I look for some of the questions.
Yeah. Hi. My name is Marvin Medina. I'm from Philippines. Currently here working in Saudi Arabia as a mechanical engineer by profession. Yeah, that's it. Trying to learn day trading from since I started 3 years ago. Yeah, that's it.
So one of the questions that I had is why DTA? Why did you decide to join DTA?
Basically, before I start looking for a business, because I'm here working abroad, I want to go back in the Philippines to put up a business. And I'm thinking some other ways, because it's very hard to do a business while you are outside in the Philippines. So I'm trying to look online whether is there any other options that I have. And I found this kind of trading industry and looking for some online trading academy. And I found this, your video online, your YouTube. It's and I watch all the videos, and I'm curious about this. This Marcello that's doing this stuff, doing traveling around the world, and without any companies that you're working, you're not an employee, but doing a trading only. So that's the start of what become curious about day trading.
And Esteban wants to know, what kind of strategy do you use on the platform? Is it DTA strategy or is it your own strategy?
So boiled down on all DTA strategies that I've learned because I don't have any experience at all in trading. I don't have any idea about trading.
You started from zero,
Yes,
didn't
absolutely.
know anything. The only thing you knew was like how to do engineering stuff. Zero trading.
I don't have any idea about investing in stock market or anything.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about the process, right? So just to get everybody an idea. Obviously, full disclosure, we're going to talk about money and things like that. Obviously, just because Marvin made money now doesn't mean he's going to make money in the future, right? And Marvin, you've done great so far. I think you know more than anything with the experience you've already had that every day you got to come in and perform, right? Because just because you made a certain amount of money, tomorrow you could literally lose it all. Trading is risky. Be very careful, guys. Marvin has lost quite a bit of money as well. If you want, we'll get into that as well.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit, Marvin, in regards to, so you started DTA, how long did it take you to do the curriculum, like the exercises and stuff? And then after that, how long did you sim trade? How long did it take you to go live? And then after you went live, I think you told me it's about 3 years or so, which you said in the beginning of the video, that it took you to be able to become consistent. So tell us that entire process.
Okay. So I started the curriculum in DTA way back 2015. That's my repat that year. So I started the curriculum. I check the curriculum itself. I do the exercise every day, every single day. That time I have an opportunity to do it long hours in a day because I'm on vacation. So what I did, I think it took me around 3 weeks to complete the curriculum. But I submit all the exercises and everything in a daily basis. I review all the charts, and I review the comments from the master trader that they provided me every time I send the charts. I thought it's gonna be easy, to learn everything. That's why on the next month, I think 2 to 3 months, that
You did
I'm
not go live.
I'm
You
doing
did
the live
not go
class.
live after a month or two.
No, uh, I opened an account live, by the way. And that's the problem. I thought it's gonna be easy for me,
Marvin, can I ask you?
and
Can I
after
ask
I
you?
go live,
Can I ask you a personal question? What is it? What is it about people? I try to be as honest and transparent about how long it's gonna take people, and be careful and like look for consistent. You know what I mean? Why do even
yes,
you and other people just ignore everything that I say?
I think the thing is, when we started this kind of shift of thinking about day trading. In the first time that I saw, it seems like it's gonna be easy on the sim that you're doing it and the live, and you're thinking ahead. You're thinking ahead that if anybody can do it like a master trader, psychologically you're thinking that you can do it by yourself also, like what they're doing. But the time that you expose on the live market, your brain and your feelings, and it's gonna be different. You can feel it on your hands, like rattling like this, and your heart is pumping on the live market, and that feeling is really gives me another thinking to learn again, to study again more. And that's right. You're right, actually. For that years that I had learned, doing all the learning curve, all of this stuff taught me a lot of things. Basically, before I achieved the consistency, I have a lot of struggles also, and it's not the technical know-how that I learned, skills that I developed, but the psychological that I need to be strong, to be strong on what I believe in. That's the thing that I think that made me this one to be consistent.
Okay.
Yep.
So you got into the program. You said how long it took you to finish the curriculum?
It took me a month like this. Next month probably 1.5 months,
Okay. So about a month and a half. Then
and
after
then I go
that,
on live classes.
and then you open your live account because you're gonna knock it out of the park, obviously, right?
Yep.
Then, then after a month and a half, you open up the live account. Did you actually trade live, or how long did you wait until you actually started to trade live?
When I open an account, and then I trade live. After a few days, I cannot trade live at all because I don't have. So that's the time, I
All right,
again
learn a lesson.
I ask myself,
I want everybody to learn a lesson.
yes, yes, you're right. And then I didn't stop. Actually, I didn't stop. I know I can do it. So I study again. I do a sim trading for a couple of months. I think after 6 months, I top up my account again. I try to feel again the live market. I try to make a consistent, but I think I didn't have an opportunity that time to make a consistent wins. So I still struggled again. So that is 2015, on 16. For that whole year, I do all the exercises and all this stuff, to develop, to mark all your trades, to identify all your failures and all your bad trades on your habits, and all these stuffs in a daily basis. I think trading becomes on my habits. Every time I go after the work, I need to get on my charts, and after I finish all my tasks in my house, my family, and it, again, to look on my charts. Even my wife is becoming, what is happening? It's all these stops. It's really amazing. Now it's really amazing.
So, just to recap that story. So about a month and a half in the curriculum, kind of doing the theory stuff. Then you open up a live account. You lose it in a few days. How much did you open up your live account with?
I think that is around $2,000.
Okay, so about $2,000
yeah,
or so.
around $2,000.
Then you 6 months or so you practice, and then basically you were going back and forth, right? You fund the account, you practice for a while, then you lose the money, and then go back and forth, right?
Yes.
Then after that, Marcello starts a company called SpeedUp Trader with Iceman.
Yep.
You know, one of our best traders,
Yeah.
Iceman. Shout out to you, my man. We couldn't have done this without you. Co-founder, right, with him. And Marvin's like, maybe I should go and apply to make money from Marcello.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so Marvin comes. He applies. For all of you guys that are watching the video, you guys can now come apply with a minimum of $120. Pass a test. You guys get between $25,000 and $100,000 buying power there on futures, depending on the rules. And so you go live with a $50,000 account after doing the express test, which is 2 weeks, right, Marvin? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
And then
10 days. Yes.
you get a live account. And
Yep.
what has happened since you went with the live account? 15 days now? 15 days?
Yes. Now it's 15 days. I reached almost $5,300 with that consistent wins every day in profit. Yes.
And now you're going to withdraw
That's amazing.
$2,700 from the account, which is the reason why I'm doing this video with you, because you weren't the first person to do the test, but you are the first person now to actually withdraw the funds. So super, super excited about that. And super, right, and full disclosure, all of you guys, just because he's making this money now doesn't mean he's going to make it in the future. I think he knows now with the experience he has in trading, you got to come in and perform every day. It's like a football player, a basketball player. If LeBron doesn't go in and play the game right, they're not going to keep paying him millions of dollars. So it is risky. You guys can see it took Marvin about 3 years or so to get to this point, and it's only been 3 weeks too, right? Tomorrow he can literally blow the account. I'll kill him if he loses my money, but, you know. No. But share with us. Oh, and one of the important things I think that is super exciting to share is he's going to actually donate that money to a foundation in the Philippines. So explain to me, Marvin, the feeling that it feels to be able to get to this point, because, you know, thanks to you, we went to the Philippines and we met Dominic, and we're starting things there to be able to help everybody in the Philippines, thanks to you, because you were the one that helped me with everything. So thank you for that. But how does it feel to get to the point now where it's like, finally, you know what I mean? Like, how does that feel? Share with us a little bit how that feels after all this time. You get to the point now where you're like, you know, finally, I've been able to do this.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy that all the sacrifices, you know, as a trader that I've experienced all through the years, it makes my, feeling so happy, you know, deep inside what's happening, especially now that I can profit on this business, in this career. And I feel so happy because when I started this one, nobody believed me. Only my wife, I think, and my family. But it seems like you're right. It's a lonely business, but I'm still believing that there's something that I can do. And even I cannot see that one on all those years. If somebody can do it, that's the time that skill that you can develop. But I don't know when. Exactly, I don't know when. But I keep myself, you know, engaged on the market. The strategy I need to learn. I need to study, and this is the turning point that I see the consistency, and it's like a magic, you know. It turns out that I passed the, and I cannot also believe, you know, in 10 days, you know, I talked to you, Marcello, in that funding test, that 3,000, you need to reach the 3,000, right?
Yeah.
It took me only for 3 days, 3,200. And really, I really amazed that time that I can do it. I say to myself that I can do it, but I need to maintain the consistency in 10 days. That's why I need to plan how can I meet that one and retain on that profit. And then I learned on that express funding, by the way. I learned my skill. I need learn a lot on risk management, money management, taking don't take the bad trades. Discipline on trading. Myself also, I need to discipline myself, prepare myself. So I learned a lot on this speed up test, like I did a test before from other companies, but this one really a turning point on me.
That's
And after that one, I'm really excited that yeah,
no, no. Go ahead.
that's the feeling. By the way, I cannot explain, but I'm really thankful that I meet you personally, and a lot of things that we talked to about trading. It's really you're such a very good person. By the way, thank you for that,
That's my pleasure.
and thank you for giving us a Filipino opportunity. Even I know you're very hard worker and you travel a lot. Philippines is very far. That's why I ask you, are you traveling there? But thank you for giving an opportunity for a Filipino to share your knowledge, to open this kind of opportunity for Filipinos.
And
Really
I'll
appreciate
be
that one.
honest with you, Marvin. I take on a lot of shit in this business, and me being like the head of DTA. But when I'm able to sit down and hear stories like this, it makes it all worth it. So I've had to sacrifice my own trading millions of times. So now I said, well, let me focus 100% on trying to teach people, but then I could still make the money trading, because then I can give the people my money to trade, right? Our money to trade. So for me, that's just kind of the reason. For those of you guys that follow me online, I stick mainly now to the emerging economies like the Philippines and Brazil and Latin America, because you guys want it more, right? For you guys, it's not an option. It's like a necessity, because there's literally in the countries you live with, the bureaucracy and the corruption and the low wages, and the high taxes, there's just no other opportunity. So for me, all the stuff that I do, all the nights that I don't sleep, I remember in a span of 2 or 3 weeks, I went to the Philippines twice. So I went to the Philippines, Los Angeles,
Yeah.
Miami, Colombia, Philippines, Colombia. But I do it because, everybody always asks me, well, if you make so much money trading, how much you teach people how to trade? And this moment right now is the reason why I do it, because I know that being able to teach people through DTA is literally changing lives. But now even with SpeedUp, right? Part of the reason that I started SpeedUp with
Yeah.
Iceman was because if most people in this business lose, right? Let's not lie about it, especially in the beginning. Over 90, 95, in my personal opinion, 97% of people lose in the beginning. So instead of you opening up an account after a month and a half, Marvin, and losing $2,000, you guys can literally come take the test and only lose $120. And like you said, you learn a lot about risk management and your consistency. There's a lot of things to learn. So for me, it's an honor to be able to teach people. It's an honor to be able to share my experience, and it's an honor to be able to do this for everybody, especially because you guys convinced me to start teaching again after I left the last company that I was with years ago. So Marvin, a few of the questions here that I have. Is it harder for you to trade somebody else's money other than your own, or do you think it actually helps, and that's part of the reason why you became consistent with the prop firm there at SpeedUp?
Uh, yeah, I think there's a factor, if you're not trading on your own money. But in the long run, you will develop your ways how to trade, and you will not think about that. You will think that it's your own money, because at the end of the day, it will be your profit. Whatever you do on the trade, you will lose or you will win. So I think it's helped, but in the long run, you need to be disciplined in your trades. It helps me also.
Okay. How many contracts are you trading normally?
I trade 2 contracts, 2 to 3 contracts. That's all.
Just 2 contracts with a 50K account. He made over $5,000. I think it's 5,200 or 5,300, something like that. So you literally made over 10% in just 15 days, which is awesome.
Yep.
All right, next question. What was the process that you went through to get rid of your fear, to overcome your fear, and make sure that you took the opportunities that you saw in the market?
To let go of my fear. I think you need to trade the plan that you have consistently. And I think the reason why you take that trade is because you've seen that 1 million times on the market. You know, you have a confidence that it will happen like this because you've seen that one. So I think that's the confidence that I have that it will happen, and it's automatically happening. That's why I'm surprised that your expectation is happening. So, so that's it.
And Fernando asked, this is a really good question. What did you have to sacrifice to get the consistency?
There's a lot of sacrifices, by the way. Basically, I sacrifice my time. Basically, there's a lot of time that I work on this one because I work also as an employee here. I'm blessed that I have a good company, but I need to sacrifice. I know in order for this one, order for me to succeed on this one, I need to have an ample time, a quality time to learn this stuff. So I sacrifice my time, but I know that sacrifices of my time on my kids, on my family, in a daily basis, weekends, it will be worth it. It will be worth it from my side.
I'm sending a message to Dominic. I'm telling him to send you a video. And so there's a question here. Obviously, there's other companies that do the same thing. Why SpeedUp Trader and not the others? Or why do you think you obtain the consistency with SpeedUp Trader and not the others?
I think there's no factor about the company, funding company itself. But of course, I came from DTA. So DTA open a company like this, I will support DTA, of course.
Okay, cool.
And I know this company DTA come from Marcello and Iceman. I know Iceman. Thank you, Iceman, also as my mentor. I learned a lot from Iceman also. And I just funded in DTA, so I'll just work on DTA funds. Why not, right?
Say one more time for Iceman.
Iceman, James, thank you, bro. This is it. This is what we sacrifice for. Thank you very much for your effort and everything.
All right, and all right, so he's at the movie, so can't do that. So any last words, my man? You know, everybody that's trying to learn out there, everybody in Latin America, to all the Filipino traders, Marcello is coming. You guys are gonna start trading the right markets and making money. What do you have to say for all the traders out there?
Okay, you want me to speak in Tagalog or in English?
All right, let's do one and one. So say something in English to like last words for everybody, and then after that say something in Tagalog so we can share with everybody in the Philippines. Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, for those who wants to learn day trading, it's not an easy process. I experienced that one, but it will happen. But you don't just keep doing it, keep learning all the stuff that you think that will profit you, you know, in the long term, and don't stop doing it. Because if you stop, and then you cannot find your consistency on anything. You just believe on yourself and learn from others' mistake, not your mistake.
Like not opening a live account in a month and a half when you don't have the consistency.
Yep.
And Tagalog?
Sa mga kababayan ko na seryoso na gusto matuto ng trading, isa sa company na maganda, oops, sorry. Isa sa mga company na nire-recommend ko yung Day Trading Academy. Dahil hindi lang niya ituturo sa inyo kung paano mag-trade, pero totoo sila na kung ano talaga ang buhay ng isang trader at kung ano ang may expect mo sa market. So, lahat ng yan, nandito ang DTA Philippines.
Turn the camera
Okay
around.
na
I
yan.
can't see you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Where is it?
All right, go ahead. Got it. Go ahead.
Is it okay now?
Yep.
Yan. Sa lahat ng mga Pilipino, open ang
the
DTA
tag-along.
Philippines. Just join.
Start the tag-along again one more time, just to have it complete.
Okay, sa lahat ng mga kababayan, mga Pilipino na gustong matuto ng trading, ang DTA Philippines ay open na. Kaya kung gusto niyo matuto ng seryoso, marami kayong matututunan sa DTA Philippines at kay Marcello. At nandito kami para suportahan kayo. Ilang. That's good.
Marvin, from the heart, man. Seriously, I from the heart. Just it's you have no idea the honor that I have, just and just like the happiness and the humbleness to be able to do these videos with all these guys over the years. Super excited. Long term, obviously, hopefully we'll get you back in the Philippines. You'll be helping other Filipino traders out there, teaching them how to trade and and congratulations, man. I know
That's the big about.
I know it's not easy. Everybody thinks that they're just going to come into this business and make money the next day. I try to be super honest and transparent with people to make sure that they don't think that. And now they obviously have SpeedUp. So, again, congratulations, my man. And I'm sure we'll be seeing each other in the Philippines.
Sure. Thank you very much, Marcelo, for your time. Thank you for all the hard work that you always giving to us, all the aspiring traders. Really appreciate that one, bro.
And a selfie for Instagram. Alright, cool. Alright, my man. Go to bed or whatever you do now in Saudi. And thank you again, my man. Have a great week.
Thank you. Bye.